Oh, hi! Hi guys, it's Heather the Crochet Witch. My camera started recording again for me. Thanks, camera. Welcome to my vloggy bits of opening my Pride stitch markers and having a small chat. It's a catch-up for days 8, 9, 10, and 11. Sorry, I have been MIA longer than I meant to, but I had a fun weekend. Once again, since I haven't said it in a little bit, happy Pride Month, you guys. I hope you're having a really great June, and hope wherever you are, the heat or the cold haven't been too much. Like, I don't know if in the places, like I know Australia's getting cold when we're getting hot and all that, so I hope hopefully the cold's not getting too cold yet. Would you guys be getting fall right now? Winter? Is it starting yet? My best friend is in Australia, so I should, well, my other best friend. I should know this, but anyway. So I had a lot of fun. For those of you who know that I went to some concerts this weekend. My very best friend is in a band called The Nocturnal Affair, and they're touring right now, which, by the way, they're going tonight. They're in Columbus. Tonight they're in Columbus, because I had wanted very badly to go, but that was like a 4-hour drive from here, and I could not find a co-pilot to go with me. And I've been so tired from the last few days that I didn't want to go by myself for a 4-hour drive there and then a 4-hour drive back. Maybe if I'd stayed somewhere, or I don't know. I probably should have been a little bit braver and just went, because it would have been my last chance to see the guys, and they were all like, we're going to see you again, right? You know, it's like, yeah, I let them down, I guess, but I should have went. It's like regret now, you know. But it's not going to cover the happiness from this weekend. The first show I went to was Friday. Yeah, I had to get my days straight, in Fort Wayne. And if I have some pictures, I'll try to remember to pop them up for you. Maverick, what are you doing? Maverick, sir, get out of that window. Yes, you. He's getting some energy back. We played with, I found this cool, I mentioned it in the video I just did when I picked our winner. Congratulations again, by the way, to the winner. But I found this cool, like, hack, I guess, on TikTok about, like, if it's, because today it's like a rainy day outside and everything, so if it's like a rainy day, or if you're, like, when I get home from work and I'm like exhausted, that kind of thing, if you just don't have the ability to go outside for whatever reason, to, you know, play like a super big playtime for your energetic dog, a good way to tire them out is, you know, the cat toy. I don't want to pull it out now and show you, but you know, the cat toys that are like on the long stick and they have the rope, and, you know, you, for the cat, like, I got him one of those to test it out. And we tested it out today since it was rainy, and I bobbed it all. It has, like, the one I got him has like a rainbow at the end in a cloud, and it had rainbow ribbons at the bottom with bells, and I cut those off because I didn't want him like eating them or anything, and I didn't want the bell being like crazy loud and waking anybody up, because I can't play with it with him when Otis is down here, right? Because there's only one of them, one toy, and besides, I don't think I could keep both of them going with both dogs. I think they would like take over and murder me or something. Not really murder me, just kidding. But I think they would definitely overwhelm me. Like, Otis is a crazy high jumper, and he's very energetic, and like maybe one-on-one would be different, but and like Maverick almost got me as it was, just because he was like so hyped for it. I tired him out pretty good, I think, even in just like a little while, because he was, yeah, it works anyway for anybody who may have the same issue, or like if you're home really late, you don't feel, you know, I don't know, safe going outside on the streets alone with him, or too tired to do it, or yeah, I just don't have a big backyard or whatever, like, it works, you know. Figure they're easy to replace, and or I can always like just stick a different dog toy at the bottom of it that he likes. It's a good hack. It was a good idea. Anyway, back to this weekend. So I went to Fort Wayne, and yeah, I got to go in for their sound check. Damon went with me, and it was a really good time. Like, we still went on the back roads down there, which that was actually the first time that's ever really backfired on me, because there was a ton of road work, and I wasn't thinking about it, but between here and there was like Amish country, so we were stuck behind, which, I mean, that's fine and all, but we were stuck behind a lot of horse and buggies, as it just happened to be. Like, normally there's only like a few, or like they'll like let you pass them, or there's just a good opportunity to pass them and such like that. Because I've driven through there a lot. Like, one of the theaters that, like, when we went to see 38 Special was actually in Amish country. It was at the Blue Gate Theater in Shipshewana down there. So like, we've driven through there like a lot, and to there a lot and stuff, but there wasn't room for passing in a lot of the opportunities. And like, I try to be very cautious. I'm sure their horses are very trained and everything like that, but I'm used to it more than I'm thinking they were. But I would feel awful if I like scared a horse or hurt a horse or hurt a person, you know, because I was like passing stupidly or caused another car to do something stupid. Like, I would never. So I was very cautious about that. So yeah, I've never taken a trip ever where I have been the same speed. Like, if Siri says, I have an Android, but I still call her Siri. If Siri says, you know, it's a 3-hour trip, I usually make it there in like 2.5 hours or whatever. And instead I made it there in like 3 hours and 45 minutes, because like, just the road construction, the horse and buggies, like, I was behind the slowest drivers in the world. So I was like, this definitely backfired on us this time. But we made it there just in time. They were just like starting their sound check, so it was awesome. And then we went out to eat. Like, me and Damon and Andy went out to eat and hung out. And yeah, it was a really good time. And the concert was amazing. And the guys sounded great, and I gave them their goodie bag. I made them like a big gift bag, just like full of like snacks and things for the road. And like, I got some of like Andy's favorite snacks, and then some that the guys had mentioned that they really liked the last time that I got Andy stuff. So I made sure to get something that they all liked, you know. And I added in like a gag gift, kind of, because when I saw them a few shows ago, their lead singer, he's able to laugh about it now, which luckily, like, that's a good thing. But their lead singer had been on stage singing, and he fell off the stage. Like, he just mistook the step and fell off. He recovered really, really well. He actually got up on the fencing, since he couldn't climb on stage. He climbed up on the fencing, like right in front of me, and I was just like, "You're good," you know, like encouraging or whatever. So he was like, and I'm sure he didn't need me for that, but you know, I was gonna be encouraging anyway, because those are my guys, you know. So he did the song from like right there in front of me, and then he got up on stage before the next song, and he made a full recovery. And like, after the show chorus, I was like, "Are you okay?" You know, and he said like, "Yeah, I hurt my elbow, but it's fine now." Like, by the time I talked to him, it was fine. But so for that show, I had wrapped up a special gift for him, and it was a set of knee and elbow pads, which I told Andy I was gonna do, and he thought it was hilarious too. And the lead singer's name is Brendan. Brendan thought it was so funny, he had to like post it on like Facebook and Instagram and stuff, and yeah, he showed everybody. He thought it was like hilarious. So yeah, it was a good time. We ended up, I was telling him, I told Andy, I was like, tonight I'm gonna leave early, you know, like I may not even stay for the full band, like after the main band. I may not even stay for their full show, because we gotta drive back home. I'm gonna pick up my friend Tim for the next day and drive, you know, all the way to Flint. And he's like, "That's okay." Well, I ended up staying until like 2 in the morning, like well after the concert ended at like 10. And Andy and the guys were in the bar area which ended up being pretty much just them and us. So Andy, and it's kind of like a sports bar. Maverick, what are you doing? It ended up being like, it's like a sports bar area, and they were watching, they're from Vegas, if I haven't mentioned that. So they were watching the playoffs to the hockey, the Stanley Cup playoffs. And Andy was like, come on, come watch hockey with us. So we went and hung out in the bar area, and just hung out with the band. We were talking about, I don't know, just like a bunch of like sports stuff and music and astrological stuff. Like I found out that Brendan is also a Virgo, and I don't know, we were just talking about a bunch of randoms, just chilling and hanging out, and it was pretty cool, you know, like it was fun. So we had a lot of fun. I was really, really glad that we did that, because I ended up having enough sleep and everything. And then the road the next day was really easy. The trip was really, it was like 45 minutes longer, but it was a really great trip. It was a really easy trip. There's only like one little teeny section of road work that was so easy to navigate through. The concert was amazing, but then the venue there wanted to close up shortly after the concerts instead of staying open, so they basically like kicked us all out. They let us stay, like the band and us got to stay, all the bands, I shouldn't say, just, it wasn't just Nocturnal, but like all of the tour bands and then us, because we were with them, got to stay for a tiny little bit, like basically while the staff was closing down, and then they kicked all of us out. And then we hung out in the parking lot talking for a little while, because I knew unless like some miracle happened, I wasn't going to get to see them again. So yeah, I stayed for as long as I could. Sorry. And yeah, so it was good fun. Like, I was very excited. The band was excited that they got to see me and hang out and everything. Nothing's been set in stone yet, but Andy's hoping for another tour in August. So he's going to keep me updated. And fingers crossed. He said it may be closer to home, though, instead of over here. Like, I've been really lucky, since they're Vegas boys, that they've been touring on my side of the country for most of the time that I've known them. Just out of luck, like, or the tour has been the whole country, you know. But since it's starting, it might start in August. I shouldn't say it is. It might. I told him, I was like, what would the odds be that you would be at Vamped, which is like their favorite place to play in Vegas, and a place that I've always wanted to visit. I was like, what would the odds be that you'd play Vamped on my birthday? And he's like, not that great, really. And I said, okay. Well, he's like, we're probably going to be playing a lot of weekend gigs in Vegas, like in Vegas itself. And I said, okay, well, that just got astronomically better because my birthday's on the weekend. And he's like, oh, well, I'll let you know, you know. And I said, I'm calling it right now. I'm gonna fly in if my birthday's on a weekend, or if my birthday is when you play and you play at Vamped, I'm coming. Wouldn't that be crazy? I don't know how I'm gonna do that, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try to do it. Anyway, so that's how my weekend went. And like, as per usual, we always try to figure out how to make plans to see each other again, like after, you know, afterwards. So that's our tentative plans, is then. He's hoping there'll be some more stuff in the works, but we'll see, because he wasn't able to tell me anything. But most of the time when I see him, it's by the end of their tour, and he's got another couple of weeks of this tour. So I'm just very lucky that that band is a band that like is always wanting to tour. So if you ever have the chance to go see them and you do like rock, I would highly suggest going to see them. I definitely suggest checking them out on like Spotify, or I'm sure they're on Amazon and stuff. I always have Spotify, so I would suggest that they're definitely on YouTube, Spotify. I know that for sure. So yeah, go check them out if you like rock music, because they're amazing. And I'm not just saying that because they're my friends. But yeah, like I said, maybe I will stick like pictures and videos at the end, or I don't know, maybe I've been inserting them in here as I talk. I feel like I got, especially with this new phone, like I got some really good pictures. So we'll see. I got some good video too. Like I know I can't play the audio, but maybe like I can put like a short clip or something. I don't know. Who knows what you'll end up getting, but yeah, there'll be something. There'll definitely be like pictures and stuff. So yeah, anyway. So since I have so many of the stitch markers, let me open a couple now, and then I'll show you how far I've gotten on my my squares project for the month. And yeah, we'll just go from there. How about that? So I have day 8 right here. Now this is like a stitch marker. I'll start talking about that now too. It's a stitch marker, like little advent calendar. This is for Pride Month, from the Miss Ellie Leva, the wonderful Ellie Leva. Her information is linked down below. It will be linked in all of these, so you could check out her YouTube channel. You can email her, I believe, for her prices and such for her advent calendars, because she emailed me. I haven't got a chance to answer her back yet because I saw it, and it was, I believe she emailed me while I was driving actually. And I've just kind of like been tired, and I did some videos today, and that's been like almost it, to be honest with you. But I've been vegetating aside from that. Like Damon asked me for a ride to work, and I left the house in my pajamas, and that was it. Like I played with Maverick because he needed the exercise, you know, like I can't just, his needs come before mine. And then that was that, for the most part. Like I did a little bit of crocheting last night while I got the boys like quieted down and ready for bed after I got home. But it's been a really vegetative time for me otherwise. But anyway, sorry, she did email me was the point, and I skimmed through the email that I have not replied to. I'm sorry, Ellie, but I will. But she has a beach theme that she's got ready, I believe it said. Oh, what are you doing? It's pretty active again. And she's been doing like 4th of July stuff in the works. She's gonna do Halloween for sure. I'm not sure what other stuff, but she's always got something like in the works. So yeah, check her out. Her stuff is so cute. I didn't bring it out here again because my intent is always to open them up in my craft room, but she always sends like a themed stitch marker holder with her stitch markers, and so I have a beautiful rainbow on it, on this month's theme, that I have my ones open so far. And yeah, so they're also decorated. This one has Love is Love sticker on them. I think a lot of them have that, but they're in different, you'll see in a minute, they're in different like colors, and they're very pretty. I really do love these. Oh yay, I love this one. I'm gonna show you the background first, because they're in different, like the cardboard is even themed. And then this one has got letter beads. Oh, did you hear the rustling? Did you hear the rustling? Hi, baby. Is it going to be backwards? It is backwards because I'm holding it backwards. This one says love in the different rainbow letters, and it's got another one of these cute retro looking hearts on them. That's so cool. I love that. Very cool. So that one was day 8, and then I'm going to open up day 9 before I show you my my kind of like June project. But here is, maybe I'll show you, you know, the wrapping that I've been talking about. Here's the Love is Love, and it's in like a pink. This one is in a pink, and this one has all these cute rainbowy neon rainbow dots that I equate with the 80s. Hi, you just kind of jumping up on my lap here? He still thinks he's a lap dog. You gonna raise up at least enough for people to see you? Come here. Come up here. Can you get your nose up here? Oh, hi. Oh, okay, down. Okay. Bye then. Oh, cool. Cool, cool. Okay, I'm gonna show you again the card. I'm almost as excited over the cardboard. Isn't that pretty? See, they're themed. I love them. I love these. This one has a rainbow hand and it's a peace sign. I love that. That's like me in pictures all the time. So cool. I love it. I love all of these. So there's the first two. We have two more to open. Told you this is gonna be a long one, huh? All right, so show you what I had done like previously. Can't remember for sure like where I had left off really, but for sure this was one cake. I have been doing mandala. I pulled off a cake of my mandala tweed stripes from Lion Brand, and this is in the color Wishbone, and apparently what I have decided is that I had 4 cakes. I must have had one of them and then bought the 3-pack from Lion Brand that I know I had bought, but they are tweeted or whatever, striped up a bunch of different colors. Like, so I'm just making 6 round granny squares, and I'm doing it like the first cake was just pulled from the middle, and I'm just going, like I'm not color controlling anything, right? So the yellow started turning into the orange, but we kept that blue. And then the blue turned into a gray, and the orange started turning into this like cranberry red. And then right at the edges you can see that cranberry red, or the cherry red kind of turned into a cranberry red, I guess it was. And then that turned into a pink, and we've pretty much kept that gray, like maybe the gray turned a different tonal gray this whole time. But that whole square is the same color, I think. And then we're getting to a different, like a lighter gray and a less intense, like maybe a mauve-y color, which is turning into a brown. And that turned into, there's the center that was the brown, turned into a black, and we just started turning into a blue, and that gray turned into like a light blue. So that was a full square, I believe, of the color. There we go. And then that blue turned into a green, like a swampy green. So it's just slowly one of the colors turns kind of before the other one. And that was all the full squares I got out of that first cake. And then I got up to here before I started, well, I guess I should say I got up to here before I started another color, because it just started turning back into the yellow again. So the next cake I started from the outside because it was the exact same, and all my cakes are, now that I believe they are, now that I looked at them, which I don't, again, I'm assuming that's not coincidence if they all are, but I tied the outside to it, and I did that and let it turn back into the same color as the middle to make this square. And then I just started going in reverse, so I got I actually wound the ball so that the whole thing was reversed, so the colors will end, or the squares will end up a little bit of a reversed color. And I didn't do the ends to these, so what I have finished, I believe, since I've seen you last, like I think I might have had the middle started on this one. See, there's the end of it. So I had that one, this one. You can see this one's got a lot more black on the outside, where it was just like a stripe or something on the inside or in the middle earlier. And we've got that one, that one, and that one. So that's what I have gotten done since I've seen you guys last. Oh, I like that from back here. And I think I had just kind of realized, especially holding them Let me get them lined up again. Especially holding them like this, that it's like making a rainbow of colors. And yeah, so I'm just gonna make this, I'm trying to get it done in June, even if it's just the squares, but trying to get this done in June. So it's like my rainbow blanket in June. And it completes, it'll get 4 more cakes off of my cake wall in there. So I mean, I don't enter my own giveaway, obviously, but I can post it in my Great Fiber Cake Off. So if you've not seen that video, that's linked down below to explain what the heck that is. But yeah, that would work for that. And also, we now have an unofficial Cal for those who have not, who have also had some of this mandala tweed stripe and maybe not known what to do with it. Somebody has, on my Facebook group, has decided to join along and do this, and she has, she started a thread, and her and I have been posting back and forth in it. She doesn't have, like, I'm doing all one color, right, and just trying to mix it up a little bit with the way I, like, between winding it back and forth and stuff. She's been doing multiple different cakes, like, one I think was elephant trunk or whatever the colorway is. One was, I don't remember the colors. You'd have to go look on my Facebook group. But she's got like 1 cake of each colors, and she's already on her 3rd cake, where I'm only on my 2nd. I have this much left though, so I'm obviously moving into the warm colors that are down here. And then I'll start my 3rd cake. But yeah, so then like she called it the unofficial Cal. But yeah, if you guys don't know what to do with your like this stuff, like this was the, like I said, the Lion Brand mandala tweed stripes, but there also was like the Red Heart, were they just called Red Heart tweed stripes too? Something like that. There was a Red Heart that was a lot like these also. But yeah, there's the different like odd cakes. You can have an unofficial Cal going here, you guys. You know, if you wanted to, you know. Where did this... Did you give me a string, Maverick? This just randomly appeared on my leg. It is not from my pants. It is not from my shirt. It is not from my yarn. I don't think I have anything that is this color. Where did you get this? Your secrets are your own? Okay. No idea. I'm sure I'll find out later and not be very thrilled, but anyway. So let me open the last 2 stitch markers that I have. Let me show you this paper, actually. Look at, for day 10, the different rainbows on here. These rainbows, and there's stars. Which I'm definitely getting the 4th of July. I had mentioned that before. Because of the stars. Yeah, you think that you're getting something out of here, don't you? Oh, look at the little ears. Look at, oh, there comes the little nose. That's how I get you up here, huh? For this, like, not for necessarily the patriotism of it, but I love, like, stars. I love stars. And, see, look. And they remind me of the Stranger Things season 3 with the patriotism party for the 4th of July. Oh, this may be my favorite so far. Oh my gosh. I've mentioned in every time I open a stitch marker, I've mentioned that I love rainbows. Look at that. Oh, and those clear beads just set it off perfectly. Oh my gosh, I love this. That is so pretty. That's beautiful. Ellie, this is so pretty. Oh, that one's my favorite so far. Day 10 is my favorite so far. I've picked a favorite so far. Here's day 11. It is in this pretty orange paper. Love is love. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to beat that one though. I really love that one. All right, so last one for today. Ooh, this one is pretty though. Let me show you the paper first. This is the paper for that one. The papers are like, I love the rainbow papers too. Here it is. That beautiful rainbow of beads right there, the seed beads, and then a pretty flower at the bottom. That one's very pretty too. I really love all of these. Like, they're so pretty. But I'm not sure anything's gonna top this. We'll see. We'll see, because she makes beautiful stitch markers. Oh, so gorgeous. All right, I have kept you guys here long enough, but we have caught up at least, so yay. And yeah, I will be back hopefully on track now. So I don't know if David and I have anything planned for tomorrow, since it's also his day off and my day off before I head back to work. I don't know. Do we have anything planned, Maverick? No, not so much. Just chilling. You want that cat toy again, don't you? Yeah. Oh, he's so sleepy though too. He wants mischief and toys and sleep at the same time, and food. All right, guys. Thank you so much for putting up with me and my shenanigans and just everything, for waiting for me. And I will talk to you soon. I love you guys. Mwah. And bye.